Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the topic renewable energies. Firstly, I want to take a few steps to review about energy history. As we know, in 18th century, they used coal to produce energies for the industry. In the next decades, first steam engines were invented by James Watt. Step by step until now, we just realize that the way we use energies is impactfully to our environment. And the new trend here is using the zero emissions as known as the renewable energies to reduce this problem. Let's take a look to this table. As we can see, the current global ceramic energies consumptions is just take a small part in the big pictures, while renewable energies is almost. Especially, I want to mention about the solar radiations. It shows that we can use this potential here to relay the traditional way we use the energies on global direct primary energy consumption here. We compare the differences between the solar and the traditional biomass. I have mentioned before, we have a huge potential about solar radiations. But the figures here show that the way we use the energies, the way we use this potential is not effectively. So we have to concern about these problems. So the conversion efficiency table here is going to give us about the answers. Let's see the ways the way solar energy transferred to the others. We use the cell transfer the radiation into the electricity, but the efficiency only 10 to 15%, while the traditional have more productive, from 1990 to 99%. So how can we use solar energy is more effective? I want to talk about the operation of the cell first. The material of using in the cell is silic, and the structure include the P layer and the N layer, stand for the positive layer and negative layer. When the positive part receives the heat from the sun, it activates strongly, which attract the electron from the N layer, move into the P layer, and create the current. Because of the materials, it affects you that two factor make me hard to transfer the heat into the power. The first one is spectral intensity, and the second one is band gaps. As I showed before, the cell is made from the silic, and silic is semiconductors. It less conductions, it's less conduction, and it shows us the material effective to match with the sunlight. To solve this problem, at the chart here, we can replace the silic in or combine the material with some elements with high conductions, like some element here, to increase the efficiencies of the cell. We just finished the potential of solar energies, the way we increase the efficiencies, and the next one, we move into the problems. How can we recycle the cells? The typical cell can use from 25 to 30 years. After that, it cannot work as well as usual. That's the reason why we need some method to treat the batteries from the table. And you can see we have three module types of PV module and the different way to work on. And according to the tables, we have analysis categories. We can aim to the components, the processing methods, and or recover materials. For example, for the compound PV module, we can focus to the EVA or semiconductor materials and use the method is maybe mechanical, chemical, thermal, optical, or electromechanical combinations, and or use some recover material like glass or semiconductor materials. And this is a zero flow treatment of PV module. After the PV module using for a long time, or it may be failures or damage. To solve these problems, we're using the recyclers or intermediate processors. To the purpose is separating the valuable materials. After this process, we can receive some material like glass, metals, or plastics. Our orders are include the dust, and we use a recycle one more times, and after that we can receive a material or some products. In the final sections, we discussed about the solar energies in Vietnam. And you can see in the table, Vietnam has a great potential to develop the solar power, especially the Central Highland to the southern. We have a high number of sunshine hours from the 2000 and 2600 to the Central Highland, and 2200 to the 2500 to in the southern. By some policies, solar energies in Vietnam is also good for improvements to inspire people to use solar energies. Who have enough electricity to use, they can sell the part and use for the government with a good price. You can see the price is increasing year by year, and more people want to use solar energy in daily life. And you can see it takes 1 year, and it has a big difference of increasing the customer. And it just in last year, the Đắk Lắk province has a largest factory about solar energy in Vietnam with more than 150,000 panels. In its construct so quickly, just take 40 months, and it have a big potential to use for solar energies in Vietnam. So it's the end of our presentation. So thank you for listening.